want you guys to know is like about to be 3 o'clock in the doggone morning, so I'm gonna use my inside voice and basically whisper within the thing of this mic. What is going on, you guys? It's yours truly, the real Sakurai here, and today I have for you guys a requested video by one of the proud members of the Sakurai clan. Shout out to Professor Hitomi, I believe, for putting this suggestion up, because I didn't know nothing about this. Now, for as many of you know, I did not enjoy the conclusion to the death battle between Goku and Superman. I was on the side of Goku because, I'm just going to say right now, I don't like the fact that they basically turned Superman god level because he can use the sun as his power source, even though Goku literally went through the Tournament of Power and he temporarily gained the ability to become god level himself with Ultra Instinct and mastering it. But now that it's hashtag spoiler alert, taken away, well, not taken away but gone from him now that the series is over, it doesn't really help the theory that I was going to make. But yes, let me take this off real quick. Hold on. That's better. So, apparently the video that Professor Hitomi suggested is Goku vs. Superman. I believe it's 1 and 2 debunked. Now, I didn't know nothing about this again, so without further ado, let's go into this. I hope this is the right video. If it's not, Professor Hitomi, please let me know. Alright, here we go. I love the intro already.
Hello everyone, it's your host, Seth the Programmer. With me today I have my good friend Chuck the Cyber Cuck, and we are going to be debunking a heavily requested video, Screw Attack Goku vs. Superman 1 and 2. Now before we start, we should talk about, Seth, you're just debunking this because you're fucking Dragon Ball tard. What would you say about that, Chuck?
Well, if people actually look at the videos, we've debunked like 5 of our videos of our debunks are based on Dragon Ball. Like we debunked Zeno, like if he's omnipotent. We debunked, the Saitama shit. We debunked Saitama like 2 or 3 times. On my channel, I have 2 Dragon Ball based debunks and only 1 Superman based debunk. So we have more that are anime based. Yeah. We've directly debunked Dragon Ball characters. Especially, if you consider our Marvel and DC ones, like the ones where we heard a skull Goku, we outright say many characters shit on Goku, right? So we're basically debunking the notion that Goku solos these verses.
And I also actually got in contact with many Superman fans to make this video. They were very gracious and gave me some author quotes I'm going to be using. And some of them even gave me some, feats that I should use, since Screw Attack actually downplayed Superman severely in this video. And we're going to be going over that as well. This isn't just, Seth, please prove why Goku shits on Superman. It's not like that. We're explaining why this video is retarded. All right, and we're gonna be going over why it's retarded for Goku and Superman on both sides. So
first off, they severely downplayed Goku, like more than Superman, honestly, because of the calculations. And honestly, the multipliers they used for their calculations were completely wrong, right?
So basically, what happened for speed, they said, okay, Goku can move at 64 million kilometers per hour, and then for Super Saiyan, he can move 32 million kilometers per hour. So what they were trying to make it look like, they multiplied it by 50, because, like 6 times 5 is 30. So they thought they could slip in that 32 and make you think that they multiplied the other one by 50. But if you look at it, they actually said that Super Saiyan is half the speed of base Goku on their shit. They're trying to pull a fast one on us, bro. They think we're fucking retarded. And then, so Super Saiyan 2 is exactly as fast as base Goku. So they literally downplayed Goku to be 100 times slower than he actually would have been.
Bullshit.
So that Superman would have been faster than him at the end screen. So just keep that in mind, that they're pulling this slithery ass shit when we're doing more of our calculations, all right? So literally in their own calculation, Goku is over 100 times, well, not 100, he's more like 20 times faster than Superman, because they had Superman at 10 times faster than light, and Goku would be like 260 times faster than light if you did the proper multipliers. So
All right, so I'm gonna give you like an exact like number here. So they say that base Goku is 64 million times. I mean, his speed is 64 million kilometers per hour. You times it by 50 for Super Saiyan 1, and you should be getting about 3.2 billion. But what did they put on there? They put 32 million. So
half base warp.
the Super Saiyan 1, and then you times it by 2,
Yeah, that
you
doesn't
should be
make any
getting
sense.
6.4 billion. But what did they put on there? 64 million. I don't know why they did that. Like they're just trying to fucking downplay him, bro. Like,
Well,
what
the
is
whole
wrong
point.
with them?
Like, hold on, this seriously doesn't make any sense. This is correct right down here. Because if any Dragon Ball fan should know, the forms of Super Saiyans get stronger as it goes up. His base form is the regular, which is what you see at the top right there on the left side. Super Saiyan is in the 3 billion, and Super Saiyan 2 is in the 6 million. What the fuck is this on the right side? How is base form Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Goku the same? That doesn't make any sense. Like, wow. I like, you know what? I wouldn't have known none of this shit if, people wouldn't care. Like, if these people did not care, we wouldn't have known any of this, and we would be left in the dark as to why they downplayed both of these characters. It's like, I'm gonna say this right now. I knew Goku was stronger than what they had led on. I just didn't know how to say it, but they're explaining it piece by piece. And they're probably going to do the same thing with Superman, but right now, I'm looking at Goku.
I actually found out a motive for this. So what Ben Singer has actually stated on his Twitter, he made a post. Dragon Ball just brings out so many emotions in people. So by blatantly downplaying Goku to a degree where it makes Superman look like it shits on him because Goku's more popular, you'd be making people mad and creating controversy for your video so it gets more views. Thank you for enlightening me to that, Ben Singer, on your Twitter. But that explains exactly why they went to such great lengths and lied blatantly to make Superman win this death battle.
And not to mention the
It's
whole
all
no
about
power
views
scaling thing.
at the
That
end of
is
the day.
complete bullshit because
That's
you need
crazy.
scaling. Otherwise, you would have ridiculous claims like saying that Master Roshi is stronger than the Grand Priest or Xeno's guards because they haven't done shit on panel, but Master Roshi has busted a moon, right? So, I mean, if you go just by feats, I mean, yeah, he'd be stronger, but you need scaling, man. Like, I mean, there's so many examples in comics where like some characters are basically featless, but they're stated or implied to be stronger than other characters. But we know logically they're much stronger, even though they barely show anything, right? So
Yeah.
And Dragon Ball works differently from comics too. You need scaling. They directly like imply there's scaling there.
And
right?
and then like they say, oh, you can't use scaling by using some bullshit Kaizenshu quote, like a Kaizenshu's like an authority on Dragon Ball. It's fucking not.
They were basically nitpicking their sources. So they use like Kaizenshu, whatever, right? Or the Daizenshu.
Yeah, they
And-
quoted Vegito EX like he was part of the fucking Daizenshu or something.
Like they're forgetting
Wow.
that many of these guys they state things that the manga and the anime say. For example, they state that Vegeta's a planet buster. Literally every single guide proves that Vegeta's a planet buster. They prove Frieza's a planet buster. They prove that Cell's a solar system buster, and they prove that Boo destroyed galaxies over many years.
It's also ironic because Ben Singer also says, oh, the argument of what's canon, what's not canon is pretty funny. But then if you use that logic, Goku has performed feats that can go like trillions of times the speed of light in episode 50 of Dragon Ball Z. You have King Vegeta fucking triple planet busting with like a wave of his hand. Or, you have Kid Buu fucking wiping out galaxies. You have Buhan about to threaten the entirety of the universe. So if you are using all these sources, then you severely downplayed Goku. That's just period.
But now we want to make the distinction that they were trying to use Goku's speed on the Snake Way, right? Trying to imply it's the only feat that he has travel speed wise, even though they were trying to play it off as it was his combat speed. Even though Goku has a feat, there's no power levels involved. There's no power scaling involved in this. He has an actual feat where, and like in the manga implies on the cover, I think it's volume 10, and the Frieza saga, that he travels across the planet, right?
Yeah.
And I believe it was like sub-relativistic or something like that.
Yeah.
Around those levels. And you multiply it by 50 by the official Super Saiyan multiplier, and you would easily get like a couple times faster in light. I actually believe you made a video on this many months ago, didn't you?
Yeah, he crossed the planet in like an instant, and then you multiply that by 50, you'd get about the speed of light, because it takes light 1 second to travel around the world 7 times. So if you just have that, you get 1/14 the speed of light, and then times 50, you get over that. But an even better way to go about this is you could take Piccolo and just early Dragon Ball, like Dragon Ball Z, he blasted the moon, and it fucking hit the moon in just a couple seconds, right? And even if you just took that and multiplied it by the Super Saiyan multiplier, you'd have faster than light in just early Dragon Ball Z. So I mean, if you took their and then you take their gravity formula, where they say you got like 500 times stronger by the end of the series, Jesus Christ, he'd be thousands of times the speed of light, bare minimum. So there's none of their calculations don't even make fucking sense.
There's a clear distinction between travel speed and combat speed. Even like in the DC Comics, they state this, right? For example, when Batman and Wonder Woman and Superman are talking about it, Wonder Woman says that she's faster in overall combat, but Superman has the better raw speed or travel speed. And then Superman says, "Oh, so like what do you mean?" And then Bruce Wayne basically confirms to him, "Okay, who's faster, Bruce Lee or Usain Bolt?" Right? So Usain Bolt's much faster in overall running and travel speed, but Bruce Lee's much faster in combat. So, I mean, that's an example right there. Goku, like, to imply that he's only, fucking what, like hypersonic or whatnot, like in Dragon Ball Z, even though he's much stronger than, Raditz and Piccolo, who could, react and fire these attacks that were relativistic to faster than light speeds, is this complete bullshit, considering like even if you go down like the arc, in the Frieza saga, Goku like outright reacted to many of these attacks from Frieza, even like Gohan and a much stronger Piccolo, they couldn't react to. Only Vegeta could, and then Frieza got much faster, right? It's just complete downplay on that part. I also found out that, I mean, they were just nitpicking like statements because they took like a statement from Batman saying that Superman's top speed was like a couple billion times kilometers per hour or whatnot, but they ignore statements from Dragon Ball, right? Like when Cell stated that he was going to destroy the solar system, or and this character was going to do this or whatnot. I mean, and we even have statements from the series that Vegeta says, to Goku, "You're much stronger than your son when he fought Cell." So we scale from that. Goku should be solar system level at Super Saiyan 2 in the Buu saga. But yeah, I mean, no, we can't use statements. We can't use statements for scaling. No, we can't.
It's just ironic that they say all this stuff about sources, and yet they're willing to use Vegito EX. Literally not credible at all. He said, power levels are bullshit or whatever, even though that's never stated or whatever by anybody. He's using a fan statement, but he won't use the official guides. You're going against author intent, which is a logical fallacy. And if you're going by the anime, there are multi-solar system level feats casually by Kid Buu, right? He slaughtered galaxies over years, whatever the fuck. And even slaughtering galaxies over years, that's not even just multi-solar system. That's also faster than light as well. So even if you just said that was faster than light at Super Saiyan 3 level, and then did your bullshit times 10 Super Saiyan 4 multiplier, you'd still be fucking wrong. So none of your shit is making sense here. So let's go into detail about how strong exactly they said he was.
All right, guys, I want to make a quick note of something. We actually meant to say 35 sextillion megatons, not 45 sextillion megatons. We had a little typo there. But, I mean, relatively, like the levels that we got for attack potency and durability for Goku, they should still be, pretty much in the same ranges of power. Okay, guys, so according to Screw Attack, Goku's durability as a Super Saiyan 4 is 45 sextillion megatons, which is fucking pretty much, yeah, it's fucking nothing. And it's completely downplaying Goku's durability.
It sounds like a big number, though. I'll give him that.
But if you get into it and you get into the descriptive capability of, like how much force it takes to destroy a star or a solar system, it's like nothing, right?
Yeah.
So then, we do simple conversions. 45 sextillion megatons would be about 45 million zetatons, and 45,000 zetatons to yotatons is 45,000 yotatons. Now I know you guys are gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what are these numbers, right? But it's gonna make sense later on. So Superman was, calculated at 10 octillion megatons, which, at the very end of the conversion, we get 100 billion yotatons. So that means that Superman would be about 2.2 million times stronger in durability than Goku. We can use our calcs as well. We can use other people's calcs, from Frieza, for example. Frieza's feat was calculated to be, relatively small star level in his first form when he blew up Planet Vegeta.
When Frieza destroyed Planet Vegeta, he did it in his first form with one finger, ultra casually. This was confirmed in like every fucking Dragon Ball media out there. Anything that will talk about this will say Frieza destroyed it with one finger. He basically destroyed a Planet Vegeta within the time frame of about 1 second and completely obliterated it. A planet with 10 times the mass or gravity of Earth, which would calculate to be 1.7 million yotatons of TNT or 1.7 tenatons, which would be high dwarf star level, meaning even first form Frieza would, in theory, be stronger than Screw Attack's hypothetical calculations for Super Saiyan 4 Goku. First form Frieza would be stronger by feats and science. So basically, fact would be stronger than the calculations they had for Super Saiyan 4 Goku. That should instantly tell you these guys have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. And then let's not get into the fact that final form Frieza is confirmed in the Daizenshu to be like 200 times stronger than that. So he'd easily be about star level. It's just absolute bullshit, man. And especially when you consider the fact that Perfect Cell would be a solar system buster, confirmed by pretty much every fucking guide and media out there, just like Frieza. He'd be a solar system buster, which is like thousands of times stronger than that at bare minimum. And then you have multi-solar system busters that could be fucking trillions of times greater than that, in the form of Kid Buu when he slaughtered galaxies. And don't even get me started on the fact that he threatened the universe within thousands of years. But that's more of a highball. So they are off by at least 1 million times.
Oh my god.
So they definitely lowballed him here.
Like it was stated, by Vegeta that Goku's stronger than Gohan when he fought Cell, who's, from a solar system buster.
Gohan was specifically stated to be a solar system buster in the guide as well. It wasn't just Cell, but Gohan was also stated to be.
Goku the Super Saiyan 2 is already pretty much like low-scale multi-solar system level, right? And times 4 for Super Saiyan 3, he'd easily be multi-solar system level, right? Considering he even fought Kid Buu, who, as we've proven, has destroyed galaxies over, several years. And even if you heavily downplay him, he could still destroy dozens of them in a day.
Kid Buu should at least be star level anyway, because to threaten the universe, you at least got to be star level. I mean, come on now. Are you telling me Kid Buu is just like a hypersonic fucking planet buster? It would take it would take him like duodecillions of years to destroy the fucking universe. Like he'd be like barely any more of a threat than the actual like Frieza. So it just doesn't make any logical sense at all. Like I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with this. You can clearly tell that these guys are fucking rats anyway. I mean, look at how they calculated Goku's speed, and they like deliberately fucking halved his speed instead of multiplying it so that he wouldn't be faster than Superman. I mean, just come on, man. You can't fucking tell me this shit is accurate, bro. I don't know who the fuck can actually listen to these guys with a straight face anymore, man. It's just so ridiculous. Anyways, we're gonna be debunking their second one. So the thing about the second one, you'll agree with me on this one, is that it's extremely vague. Like they just kind of said, "Well, I don't know, Goku's pretty tough, but Superman is infinite tough." So like, they clearly didn't fucking try at all. They just kind of pulled out some fucking jack off shit for Superman. So what they were doing is they're using New 52 Superman, and then they try to claim that he was infinite by using post-crisis Superman feats and All-Star Superman. But what happened is they said that Superman lifted the Spectre and lifted a book with infinite pages, which I've debunked. But basically the lowdown is Superman didn't lift the Spectre at all. Like they literally tried to lift him, and they had the help of Green Lantern, by the way. They didn't. They tried to lift him, and they failed. They didn't lift him. So even if he was infinite, he didn't get picked up. So I don't know where they're going with that. So crashing to the earth, no effect. He's not infinite weight, and Superman never lifted him. For the infinite book, he never lifted that either. So I don't know why they're using that.
All right, and also not to mention, if Superman has infinite lifting potential, why does he need help from Justice League to like carry planets? Like he's been shown to.
Exactly. Okay. Now see, I'm so glad that I'm not the only one that didn't believe a damn thing that Screw Attack was saying when they put the second death battle up between him and Goku, because it just doesn't make any sense. Superman had help. You can't tell me he didn't. And this isn't about my salt or hate towards Superman. I didn't like how they were one-siding Superman, saying that he was all powerful or whatever, when, as you can see here from the proof, they did not give this any type of thought. The first and the second one. And this is crazy because I literally had a discussion with one of my subscriber friends on Instagram concerning this fight. Continue.
Struggle with lifting planets.
Fucking
like what
pissing himself lifting these planets. Yeah, he's supposed to have infinite strength. Like, yeah, right. And what's with the fucking strength shit anyway? Since when did lifting strength equate to striking strength anyway?
Doesn't at all.
Yeah, what the fuck? So are you telling me that since Superman can only like barely lift Earth and planets, that he's only has planet level punches? Frieza solos? Question mark.
Post-Crisis Superman was able to punch, Darkseid so hard that it, shook a star system. Yet he struggles to lift planets,
right.
Stuff like that. So,
but I will agree on one thing: he has limitless potential.
As does Goku.
Yeah, they both have limitless potential. Superman can absorb as much fucking sun radiation as he needs to, blah, blah, blah. Goku can become as strong as he needs to, blah, blah, blah. But neither of them have infinite strength, and I feel like that's a serious cop-out. It's almost as bad as a cop-out as, having Goku's speed. They basically just copped out, said he had infinite, even though he doesn't. There's actually a guide that specifically states that Superman has limits. And I feel like we need to bring this up as well. The writers don't agree with each other on Superman.
Wow.
Yeah, so basically, like many of these like fanboys, they try to connect all these different continuities, even though all these authors contradict themselves. They don't all agree on the same thing. Like for example, one may show Superman can fight against Emperor Joker, who's like fifth dimensional, but then another writer says, oh, he's only like moon level, right, or whatnot. So like you can't like connect them like accurately. It's just way too much.
Here's something. I'll give you an example. Question: who is the strongest character in comics? Which James Brackett replies with, in any fight, my money's on Superman. So this writer thinks Superman is stronger than any character in comics. Now here's another author. Jerry Ordway is replying to the Goku vs. Superman battle. He says, sorry, don't know that much about Goku's power levels to answer. Superman's strong, but he could win or lose depending on the variables. Now, what variables do you think would be in play here? The variables are who is writing Superman. Is it someone that thinks Superman's a fucking god? Or is it someone that thinks Superman's fodder and can't even catch bullets? Mm-hmm. That's the problem with Superman, is he's inconsistent as fuck because he's written by so many different people. However, Goku is written by one guy, and that's why statements for him and guides for him are way different than they would be for Superman. But other than that, you can't really say anything about how strong God Goku is. I mean, because Dragon Ball Super wasn't out yet. And you can't really say anything about the Superman because he's some weird composite version. So if you're looking for an actual, like, New 52 versus God Goku, who the fuck wins? I want to know. I got a video on that. I got Superman fans on it with me. I fucking went in on that video. It will be in the description if you want to know an actual winner. But for now, I think this video has been fucking officially debunked. It is absolute shit. It is literally just a fucking turd on this website that people unfortunately have to look at, and that the the unfortunate creators will never own up to for
Of
being a
course they
mistake.
won't.
But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something. Be sure to subscribe to me, more importantly, but also consider subscribing to my bottom bitch.
Oh!
Other than that, until next time.
Why would he say that? That's messed up. Oh my god. But yeah, I completely agree. That's all I needed to see and hear by people who actually are fans and actually know what they're looking at and what they're trying to research. Because that's all that Screwtack had to do. Because if they did that, they wouldn't have felt the need to do this. Like Seth the programmer and his friends, they didn't felt as though they needed to do that unless they felt as though they had to. And in this case, they had to, because both of those things were bullshit. Both of them were. And I see it right here on the right side of the video that he was talking about, God Goku versus God Superman. So I think I'm gonna be looking at that, reacting to that. I have a bump that's right here. I don't know why I have this, but yeah, I knew it. I been knew that, because it doesn't make any sense. They made Superman all the type of strong, but people forget Superman is written by multiple people. Has been written by multiple people. So some facts are not canon. Whereas Goku is written by one person. So everything that's written by that one person is fact. Because there's only one person that's writing about Goku and his power. His techniques. It doesn't change. There's no changes. He's not rewritten all the doggone time. It's Goku just being Goku. As far as Superman, he's getting redone and rewritten all the fucking time. There's so many different versions of Supermans, you can't really keep up with that. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Anime versus a comic, it doesn't add up when you're going against a character that's been redone multiple times versus another character who's been only done once by one person. So that's my take on that. Anyway, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this and my whispering voice at like 3 something in the morning. If you guys enjoyed it, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video if you would like on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Go subscribe and check out this video from Seth the Programmer. He enlightened me a lot with the whole thing with dealing with the death battle between Goku and Superman, because I already knew it was bullcrap. And he even has one for Naruto versus Ichigo debunked. Man, I'm telling you. Like, I don't hate Screwtack at all. It's just that they need to be consistent when it comes to stuff like this, because people who are a lot of fans of animes and comics alone know that something's not right, and a lot of people see it within their videos that they leave some stuff out that they talk about. So there's that. Other than, you guys, I'm gonna get up out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been The Real Sakurai, and I hope you guys have a fantastic morning. Peace.